Hey guys, what's up? Inazilla back again today with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 ugliest Pokemon. This isn't a list of Pokemon with bad designs, because that doesn't necessarily mean they're ugly. Like Dugtrio or Electrode, they're not the best designs, but they're simple and thus aren't ugly. If this was a video about poorly designed Pokemon, then I'd have to talk about Milcery or the Gen 5 Genie Trio. So we'll save that for another video. Anyways, before we begin, make sure to literally obliterate that subscribe button. I put a ton of work into these videos and it helps the YouTube algorithm let more people find them. Like usual, these aren't in any particular order. Alright, enough rambling, let's get into it. First up is Karkol. Alright, let's start this list off with one of the newer Pokemon, Karkol. You may not immediately recognize the name because it's one of those middle evolution Pokemon that nobody remembers. Are you familiar with Duosion or Boldor? I didn't think so. This thing's family isn't the prettiest, but Karkol takes the cake. Roly-Poly is alright, I guess. It's kind of a dumb concept, a rocky thingy rolling on a wheel. Alright, whatever. Colossal is a colossal mound of coal. Alright, great. Its Gigantamax former is just the same, just bigger and more coal-y, I guess. Karkol, though, looks like a mound of dirt with 4 stubby awkward little legs and a pile of coal on top. That's not even the worst part. The way its face sticks out of the coal is what makes it so ugly. The mound of dirt that extends around its body and under its face could have been intruded a bit more to make it flush with a pile of coal. But no, they had to make it as ugly as possible. It's actually so ugly that it's funny to look at. Besides, I'm a propane guy. I don't use charcoal. Taste the meat, not the heat. Ugly isn't necessarily a bad thing though, so I'm not going to complain about it anymore. Not everything is designed to be pretty. I mean, take a look at every electric car ever made. Absolutely hideous. Aromatiss. Aromatiss? I don't know. Gen 6 has some stinkers for sure. Yes, pun intended. Aromatiss is by far the worst of the newcomers from that generation though. Yes, we'll talk about some Mega Evolution forms from this generation too, so get ready for that. Alright, Aromatiss. What the heck is this thing supposed to be anyway? It has aroma in its name, but I can't see this thing smelling any better than a dog turd wrapped in burnt bacon. I mean, the thing evolves from a birdie-looking thing, but all it has left from that is this awkward nose that makes it resemble a plague doctor somewhat. It's kind of dark for such a colorful and derpy Pokemon. I guess it's based off of a makeup applicator? Alright, so if we're gonna have a makeup applicator Pokemon, when's a toilet paper one coming out? Crabominable. What's with all these late generation Pokemon making this list? Alright, Crabominable. A crab Pokemon. Alright, we've got a good crab Pokemon in the past, Krabby, Kingler. Nice, simple designs that do the job. Crabominable is the result of just trying a little too hard. They wanted to design a crab Pokemon to suit the ice and fighting types. Fair enough. Crabs don't necessarily need to be water type, I guess. Crabs have pincers and Crabominable doesn't. Crabs have hair, don't have hair, and Crabominable does. In fact, it looks like it stole its hair from the 9-year-old schoolyard bully who tried to break your Game Boy. Its body's awkwardly muscular and its legs just don't fit. I guess I don't have much else to say about this thing, so let's move on to Amoonguss. Hey, our first competitively viable Pokemon to make the list. But just because something is good in combat doesn't mean it's not hideous. Amoonguss actually fits the bad design category too, honestly. There isn't much to say about Amoonguss besides the ridiculous Pokeball design incorporated into its body. Why the heck does an organic mushroom have an artificial Pokeball design naturally grown into it? That makes no sense at all. It makes less sense than Kangaskhan having a baby in its pouch right when it hatches from an egg, or Cubone hatching from eggs wearing the skull of its dead mother even though it's very much alive, or Pokemon who appear to be wearing clothes like Jinx or Hitmonchan. This makes less sense than all of those. If they went with the same Amoonguss design but without the stupid Pokeballs, it'd be so much better and definitely wouldn't have made this list. Mega Sharpedo. Mega Sharpedo could have been so much more. Like they could have given it a fin in the back because it looked derpy without it. Made it look buffer, or at least longer and more torpedo-like. But no, all they had to do was slap some yellow sticker on it and glued some fake paper mache white spikes to its snout thing. This thing is such an eyesore, Game Freak. Why'd you make us look at this garbage? You can liken Sharpedo and its Mega to a cool car, let's say a Toyota Supra. It's fast, not the best looking, but it's a good Pokemon and a good car. Now let's Mega Evolve it, but do it the wrong way. Instead of focusing on making the Pokemon better, let's make it ugly so that people hate it. This is the same as taking a Supra and slapping stickers all over it, leaving the stock wheels on and putting a giant dysfunctional spoiler in the back because you think it looks good. It's the exact same thing. If you don't understand, just Google Ricer Supra. You'll probably understand what I'm talking about. Look at me bringing up my other passion into Pokemon video. Magmar. Poor Magmar. What did they do to you? This is the worst of the 4th generation evolutions. They took my precious Magmar and significantly uglified it. They made it fatter and uglier. Magmar is one of my favorite fire-type Pokemon, and for these simple reasons. Its evolution is one of my least favorite Pokemon of all time. You could argue that Magmar itself is an ugly Pokemon as well. Well, to me it's not. I've always had an attachment to it since I got the Cinnabar Island anime episodes on VHS when I was a kid. They can't even fix Magmar with a Mega Evolution anymore because that feature is gone now. Could they possibly give it a Gigantamax form that's better than just regular Sun-setting Dynamax when Crown Tundra comes out? That is, if Magmar comes back. Here's to hoping, I guess. Blacephalon. Where do I even start with this hideous thing? Its Discoball head without any signs of a mouth, nose, or eyes. Its random patterned rainbow body. Its apparent high heel shoes. This thing can't seriously be a Pokemon, can it? It appears to be based off of a clown or something, but as far as I'm aware, clowns have faces and they play Smogon. And they do not have disco balls for heads. I get it, the Ultra Beasts are supposed to be otherworldly, but the rest of them don't look this bad though. Like Pheromosa and Guzzlord look pretty cool actually. This thing is almost as bad this is almost so ugly, it's almost such a pain to look at as Sharpedo, Mega Sharpedo. Yuck. Palestine. What another stupid Pokemon. You could argue this thing is on the same level as stupid as Klefki or Magnemite, but oh no. No, 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 no. What would make Palestine and its pre-evolution acceptable would it be to take those stupid freaking shovels out of their heads. Did Game Freak expect us to believe these Pokemon naturally have plastic bead shovels growing out of their heads? This thing fits the bill for being on the ugly list and the bad design list. Remove the shovels and it doesn't make either list. Yes, I'll probably get around to making a badly designed Pokemon list at some point in the future. Alolan Exeggutor. I wanted to put Alolan Persian on this list, but when I thought of Blacephalon, but you know, I can't skip the worst Alolan variant of them all. Not only does Alolan Exeggutor's typing not fit at all, like Game Freak has been way too lenient on what constitutes as a dragon these days, Alolan Exeggutor should not be a dragon type at all. But that's not why it's ugly, no. It's because of just how freakishly tall it is. Its torso, I think it's the torso, at the bottom of the trunk, should be more smooth flowing to the neck. But no, they had to make its poorly shaped body not flow at all. Now to the neck thing. Cut that in half in size and we have a more reasonably sized Exeggutor. Other than that, it's fine, I guess. Ridiculous proportions aren't always a bad thing. Like, look how big Wailord is, it's absolutely gigantic. But there's nothing wrong with it. Or Greninja's tongue scarf thing. It's like a mile long when I'm unwound, but it's still not as ridiculous as this stupid tree. Okay, time to move on to everybody's favorite, Garbador. Garbador is an ugly Pokemon, yes, but that isn't always a bad thing. Garbador wasn't meant to be a pleasant piece of eye candy. Sure, there are a couple things about it that I would change. I'd fill that brown gunk in and make it look chunkier, because the way it looks now with the brown gunk with colorful little bits, it's just lazy in my opinion. Fill it out more, you know? Other than that, it's a delightfully ugly Pokemon. The Gigantamax form, I have the same complaints, but adding that airplane to its body is kind of over the top. Where did it come from? Does it just naturally have an airplane built into its body, and when it goes big it just extrudes outside of its body? Sure, it's kind of funny, but it's still nonsensical. Whatever, it's Garbador. It doesn't really have to make sense. Okay, so I guess that's it for the top 10. But wait, there's more! We got some honorable mentions, so let's hop into it. Galarian Mr. Mime. This thing is just plain not nice to look at. The original wasn't really anything special either, but this thing, it's worse. Probopass. A big red button on its head, a nose as large as the rest of its body, a metallic mustache thing. How about no? Arceus. A big goat stuck in a fence. They could have done a way better job of designing a Pokemon that's supposed to be the god of the Pokemon universe, or, you know, just not tap into that. That'd be nice too. Vanillix. There's no way an ice cream Pokemon can't be ugly. The very idea of an ice cream Pokemon is just stupid. Vanillix is not fun to look at. Mega Gyarados. You know Gyarados, the water and flying type that resembles a Chinese serpentine style dragon? What if, listen to me, what if we made it not that, and made it look like a jumbo shrimp instead? Great idea, hey? Alolan Persian. Not much to say here, honestly. It's ugly as balls. But only for one reason, really. Its fat face. Make it look normal size like regular Persian, and there's nothing to complain about. So I guess that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for taking your time out of the day to watch it. I put a lot of time and effort into making these, so I hope you enjoyed it. How do your lists look like? Let me know in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe and like and such as well. And until next time, bye bye.